What's going on, guys? This is Matt, Full Tilt Bullies. Got something special for y'all. I was going to wait a little bit before I did this video, but man, these puppies are looking so good that I've just got to let y'all see them. And I also I'm going to do a short video on the Trixie and Nero pup. Like I said, I just still hadn't figured out exactly what I'm wanting to do yet, so that's kind of the hold up on that. But this right here is the girl. Now this is off of Bo and Zeus. This is a black and white female, and she is right at a week old. So I mean, and just the girth, I mean, they are just outrageous. They're starting to open their eyes now. Pretty little tail. I mean, them little feet are just huge. Boned. I mean, this right here really just did exactly what I expected it to do. Maybe even surpassed that, just because of, you know, I've expressed in videos how I really want a black and white male, and I got that on this, thankfully. And I wasn't even expecting a black one, honestly. I was expecting either like fawns like her or, you know, blues like him, and I got blessed with a black and white male and a black and white female. And she is, like I said, I'm going to keep y'all, you know, up to date with the progression of these pups, but just crazy. I mean, they are just huge. Some of the, probably the thickest pups I've ever had here. And like I said, this right here was, you know, I'm not trying to move in any certain direction. I just really wanted to do this breeding because I knew genetically what I was going to get off of it, and it's just, you know, crazy. So I'm going to show y'all him. He is, I mean, look at that. A 1 week old pup, just so wide and just so, you know, just massive. He's got a little bit longer tail than her, you know, straight good tail. Just awesome. So, like I said, I'm keeping him and the black and white girl, but they are, you peeing on me, dude? But look at that, just, I mean, that is just ridiculous. Short, you know, short back, short muzzle, head, legs. I mean, that is just awesome. Just huge little guy. So, like I said, y'all be on the watch for him. You will be seeing a lot out of him. Now, so, things went, I had her scheduled for a C-section, would have been on the 9th. I expressed to them, you know, because I went to a new vet. I've never had to do a C-section for my personal dogs on my yard. So I was kind of new at it, looking for places to go. My vet was too booked, and they only do surgery on certain days, so they couldn't do it. So I went to this place, and I told them I expect her to have her puppies around the 6th. So I figured they would set it, you know, a day, maybe 2 days ahead. But due to the x-rays at my vet, they thought that I was a little early. So it would have put me a couple days behind. I knew where I was at, but you can only do what you can do when you're dealing with vets and what they're willing to do. So they scheduled me for the 9th instead of the 5th or the 6th, and sure enough, she started having puppies on the 5th. So we got 5 of them come out, and the 6th one, he got stuck. I took her to the emergency vet. They got him out. Well, these idiots, for lack of better words, they didn't have anybody on staff, the new doctor, and this is the emergency place in Hickory. I wouldn't go to them. If you're around here, don't go to them at all. There's Denver, or make sure you've scheduled whatever you need to have done. Anyway, so they didn't have a doctor on hand that could do the emergency C-section, ironically. So sent me home, and she had one more puppy. It survived, then she got stuck again. I took her back for a C-section because they had one on the next shift that would be able to do it. And I was already into them for like $600, and they had, you know, got to know her a little bit. And I'm not saying all of them are bad down there, but it's just not as professional as you would expect a place like that to be for the kind of money they're charging people. So anyway, they finally did the C-section. $2,100 later, I came home. I bottle fed for like 24 hours. Came home and got, I had 5 that were doing good and, you know, healthy. So the female, I guess just the stress of it, and you know, I don't know exactly what happened. I took one of the females to my vet, and there just wasn't much that could be done considering she was so young. Later that night she passed away, but thankfully, you know, I try not to look backwards too much. Thankfully now in the present I have 4 beautiful healthy puppies. 3 males, 1 female. I'm keeping the black and white male and the black and white female. Now, to get back to the topic, this is one of the males right here, a blue and white male. Awesome, beautiful little head, muzzle, everything. Now, as y'all know, Zeus had the kink tail, and it was a possibility that we would get some. The 2 black and white ones are, you know, perfect tails, straight, good. But this little blue guy here, he's got like a slight bend in his. It don't bother me none. I actually considered having them docked, but at this point I'm not sure. I don't know how many people actually do that, so it's something I'm going to research into. I'm going to call my vet, look into it. If I was, and I'm actually considering keeping one of the blue males also, you know, just to you know, just to see what happens. Like I said, this breeding right here was more for me to get something kind of, you know, freaky. Healthy. Zeus is healthy. She's perfectly healthy. So it's not a health issue. It's, you know, that's it right there. A little kink in a tail is the worst. These are going to be some just super short, built, muscular, just awesome, awesome dogs. So I may have 1 or 2 males available off of this. So and they're going to be $3,000 a piece. They'll be ABR registered, ears cropped, possible dock tail, just because of that. If somebody was to get to me soon, get me a deposit and say yes you would like that done, or no you would just rather have it the way it is with the little kink in it, then I'm sure we can arrange whatever, you know, you would prefer to do. You can go on my website and get my information, or I'll put it in the description if you're serious. Please don't waste my time. They're definitely going to be some monsters, some awesome, awesome dogs. So, like I said, if you're interested in this, let me know. And here's the other one. Still, I mean, just awesome, super thick, you know, monsters. And I'm sure with that, you know, getting the blue with the little, and look, he's got the same thing going on here. On the end, it's just a tiny little kink in it, like just a tiny little thing that kind of goes. I have no idea how they're going to turn out, the tails in the end, but I do know that the puppies themselves are just going to be just outrageous. They're going to be crazy, crazy. I mean, they'll probably be some of the shortest, widest, just overall freaky, you know, crazy looking dogs we've ever had here. So, you know, let me know if you're interested, and I will, at the very least, you know, we can figure out how to get you lined up for it once I figure out what I'm going to do. Like I said, they're still only a week old, so it's still early for me to make any decisions, but again, they'll be $3,000. They're going to be ABR registered. Ears cropped, shots, wormed, you know, everything, and a possible tail dock if that's what you would prefer. I think if I was to keep one with the kink tail, I would dock the tail and just be done with it. I just think overall it would look nicer, but that's, you know, to each their own preference on that. But there they are, looking great. And again, I just can't get over how, you know, and I believe in the end these 2 blue ones are going to be just as chunky and as thick as these black ones. They're just, you know, have taken off a little sooner than them. But I do, like I said, it's only been a week, so they still got a lot of growing and eating and catching up to do. So, but that's it. And y'all are going to be impressed too how small this Nero and Trixie pup is. She's just, she's like 5.5, right at 6 weeks, and she's just super tiny. She's almost as big as they are. So or a little bit bigger than them. They're almost as big as she is. But that's it for now, guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.